everyone, and welcome back to Heart Breathings. Today I'm going to talk about my February Heart Breathings Notebook Challenge and show you what notebook I'm using, how I did in January, and there will be a notebook giveaway today as well, so stay tuned. So if you're not familiar with my notebook challenge for this year, I will link the video that I did at the end of last year where I talked about how many notebooks I've kind of been hoarding over the years. And I know that many of you are like me because you made a lot of comments and have been tagging me on Instagram and everything. So I know that a lot of you are like me, that you cannot resist buying cute or beautiful notebooks, but sometimes it can be hard to sort of make ourselves fill them in. I know for me, it can just feel like, oh my gosh, I've got this beautiful notebook and it doesn't seem important enough to just write my thoughts in there. So I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this other notebook or whatever. And so even though I will have a bunch of cute notebooks that aren't being used because they feel too precious, I will still go to Barnes & Noble and be tempted to buy new notebooks. So I am trying my best not to buy new notebooks this year. And instead I'm going to be using up or challenging myself to use up at least one full notebook every single month of the year. And I'm going to be giving one away to you guys. So that way I will get rid of or use up at least 24 notebooks this year and hopefully not add to my collection. And I've been challenging you to do the same. So if you have a notebook collection, or if you want to go out and buy a notebook, if you haven't had one, I also will link my ideas on 30 plus ways to use your notebooks. So there's lists, there's journaling, there's tons of ways that you can use your notebooks. So if you feel inspired by any of that, then you can grab a notebook either from your stash, you could win one from me, or you could go out and buy a pretty notebook to use this for yourself. And if you do decide to join this challenge, then please use the hashtag HB Notebook Challenge and tag me on Instagram or Facebook so I can see what notebook you're using this month. That being said, not everybody is going to be able to fill a notebook every single month because some of the notebooks that we have are really big and it takes a lot of time. So if you have a 200-page notebook, you got to fill almost 10 pages, 5 to 10 pages every single day. And that can really take time. So not everybody has that kind of time. So don't feel that you have to fill a complete notebook. You could just join the challenge and say, I'm going to fill up as many notebooks this year as I can, or I'm just going to make an effort to use up all the pretty notebooks that I've been hoarding. So with that being said, this was my notebook. Sorry for the lighting, the glare a little bit. This was my notebook for January. And I decided to start big because I tend to get more done at the beginning of the year when I'm starting a new challenge and stuff like that. So this is a huge 200-page notebook that is full pages. And you guys, I did not do a great job. There were days where I filled it out several pages a day, and then were other days where I just did not have the time or feel well enough to do it. So I would say, if you look at this, I only got this much of it filled in. So maybe a quarter of the notebook got filled in, and that is it. So obviously I did not finish because I have all of these pages yet to go, and it turned out to be so much writing that it takes to fill up this notebook. I'm not going to abandon it because I am determined to fill up this notebook and to fill up 12 this year. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue. I've just been using this for journaling, and you can see I've got I don't know how well you can really see it, but I've got just different journaling and thoughts and stuff that have gone into this. So I'm going to continue to use this for journaling until it's filled up. And I've also chosen another notebook for the month of February. And even though it's February 3rd today, is it the 3rd? It's February 3rd today. I am going to start this notebook today. And so this is going to have a different purpose. Rather than journaling, this is an Erin Condren Hardcover Notebook. You can see it's much smaller in terms of both height and in terms of how many pages are in it. This is a dot grid notebook. They had a sale a while back where they were, I think it was maybe Black Friday or some point at the end of the year when I bought one of my planners. They had a deal where it was only $5 for their hardcover notebook. So I picked this one up because it's this pretty bluish teal color. And you can see here, hopefully that'll start to show up if I can get the lighting right, that it has just dot grid pages. And at the top of the page, it has a different colorful flag at the top. So this is not going to take as much time to fill up. And I already have a specific purpose that I'm going to use because these pages are obviously much narrower and it's just not going to take me as much time. So I'm hoping that I can actually continue to work on this first notebook, and I can fill up this one as well in the month of February. So my purpose for this notebook is I'm going to start taking notes on all the different modules and the recordings that I'm doing for my upcoming self-publishing course. If you're interested in that course, I will leave a link down below. This is a course for authors who are looking to self-publish, and the first course that's going to come out is a more basics course. It's going to teach you like everything about uploading, a little bit about advertising, how to get your mailing list set up, whether you need a business or like an LLC or doing business ads, whether you should use a pen name, how to start your account at Amazon, whether you should go Kindle Unlimited or not. So it's kind of more the basics if you haven't yet published, or if you've just published recently and you only have a few books out. That course will hopefully be launching in April. So I was hoping to get it out by February, but I have been keeping a secret from you guys and I still can't tell you everything. But you'll kind of get to know in a few weeks when I'm able to make an announcement about some things that have been going on, why I have not been as productive in January as I typically am. And there is a good reason for it. So I will reveal that in a few weeks. But for now, I have been kind of just taking it easy and, going very slowly. So things have been going on a slower pace, and that's fine too. Sometimes we just need to take a little bit more time. But this will be my like everything self-publishing course notebook. So I'm going to be keeping all the notes on, like when I do videos for the course, I have to outline everything, what videos I've recorded and everything else. So I'm actually going to spend some time this afternoon setting up all my plans for the course, all the modules. I already have them outlined out, but I'm going to go ahead and rewrite them in here so that I can start making a plan about when I'm going to record all of those videos, because it's going to be, probably 100+ hours of work in the next couple of months to get that course going. So I'm excited, and I'm hoping that by the time February is over, the course will actually be mostly recorded and all of these notebook pages will be completed. So moving on to the actual giveaway for this month, I don't have another like matching Erin Condren notebook that doesn't have anything in it to give away. So instead, I'm going to give away this Happy Planner notebook. So this is one of the Happy Notes. It has 60 graph sheets in it, and the design on the front says Wanderlust. And I have not even taken the plastic off of this to show you guys, but it is just graph pages on the inside. I don't know if you can kind of see just the basic graph pages. It has 3 tabs in it, and then it's got the back and front. The back design just has an Eiffel Tower on it in the back, and it's very cute. It has navy blue discs. This is a very cute notebook. I think these retail for about $10 or so, and this one is completely untouched, unused, and I'll be giving away to one of you. This, all of the previous ones have been open internationally, but since I've had 2 international winners now, and it costs me more than the price of the notebook to send them overseas, unfortunately, this one is just going to be a United States, continental United States only. So feel free to comment down below that you would like to enter the giveaway. If you are a resident of the United States and you want a chance to win this notebook, I promise I will be adding my international subscribers back in, but I have to kind of keep costs down. So hopefully you understand that. But that is my sort of January wrap up of how I did, which was not very great. How have you guys been doing? I know I've had a lot of people join into the HB Notebook Challenge. So how did your January go? I know most people are not trying to do an entire notebook, but I even had a few people show their Instagram stories where they already finished their entire notebook for June or January. So I am really, really excited for you guys. I wish I had been able to finish my entire notebook for January, but life goes on. None of us are perfect. So we just do the best we can. So I will keep you updated on how this one is going. Since it is so big and it was taking so much time, I'm thinking it may be like end of March. So this one may take me all quarter. So hopefully this new one will be filled by the end of February, and I can choose another kind of smaller one for March with a different purpose. And again, I'm giving away this Wanderlust Happy Notes notebook. So enter down below just by commenting. I will leave it open until Friday, February 8th. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below and on Instagram how your notebook challenge is going, whether you're enjoying this or not, and how much of your notebook you got filled in the month of January. And if you're picking a new notebook for February, go ahead and tag me in that notebook because I love to see all the pretties. All right, if you have been enjoying these videos and you are not yet subscribed, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you'll get notified whenever a new video comes up from me. I do have a lot of new videos coming up this week, including an Erin Condren unboxing and a latest haul, as well as the long-awaited why I write in Google Docs video and some of the pros and cons of Google Docs versus things like Scrivener and Word. So a lot of you have been looking forward to that. And I also have a review of the Clever Fox Planner coming up with another giveaway on that. So lots of new videos coming up in the next week. I hope that you will subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you'll see the next videos from me. All right, guys, I will see you soon. Bye.